Let's get the obvious comparison out of the way first. The Logi Create keyboard from Logitech was more readily available when the iPad Pro went on sale, and it offers up a more traditional style keyboard. Backlit keys with a much better feel to them, better spacing, plus a row of multimedia keys across the top section of the keyboard, which allow the user to really interact with the iPad Pro a lot easier. The obvious companion for the smart keyboard is Apple's own iPad Pro Silicone case. Now, it's lined in a very luxurious material and feels very high grade, but it's sold at what can only be described as an extortionate price. As Apple say, the smart keyboard requires no plugs, no switches and no pairing. It connects to your iPad Pro via the 3-pin smart connector, and it provides a really nice cover for when your iPad Pro is not in use. Unfolding the keyboard, however, feels a little bit cumbersome. You have to do this two-fold action and then fold the cover back on itself to create this triangular shape, and then the iPad Pro snaps into place. We're limited to one angle, which is a little bit disappointing. In use, the typing experience is quite inferior to what you would expect from a normal keyboard. I must admit the keys are nicely spaced, and during my typing test at full speed, I made very few mistakes. However, when we look at the special features of the keyboard, really it is not that smart. Apart from the standard tab, caps lock, shift, control, option and command, we don't get any of the backlit keys that the Logitech Create offers, nor do we get any multimedia or special function keys across the top. The only thought that Apple put in was to put this special key in the lower left hand corner, which allows us to switch from an English UK layout to an English US layout, or indeed access our emojis. And yes, there's always time for an emoji when we're typing those serious business documents. So what did I actually like about the Apple Smart Keyboard? Well, I love the fact that they've used this water and stain resistant material, and they've overall kept the keyboard very thin and light. Now, the iPad Pro is already quite heavy, and if you add something like the Logi Create to it, it becomes even heavier than my Retina MacBook Pro. Using the Apple Smart Keyboard in combination with the iPad Pro and that silicone case still means we've got quite a light package. I also love the fact that this doesn't require any additional power. Apple have used a paper thin sheet of nylon and metal to create a conductive material that actually connects via that smart connector. That's ingenious and it works very well indeed. In closing, although I think that the Apple Smart Keyboard works very well, I do think Apple were quite lazy in their design. I think it's very cumbersome to fold back into the cover position, and I do think they could have offered us more than one screen angle position. So that's it for this video. Please do hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in another video very soon.